What's happening, fellas? I'm getting over a cold, so you got to listen to me today. We'll keep it kind of short today. I debated on whether even doing the show because I half the time sound like Mr. Haney from Green Acres right now. Well, Mr. Douglas, yeah, it's just kind of got some creeping crud again. Hey, Randy Kraft, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Mike Leapchop, hey, good to see you guys. Thanks for showing up. So I got a little Monterey here. And my 58 Custom Shop Junior that I'm trying to sell them just to buy another guitar. Not because I don't like this, but the more I play it, I'm like, I don't think I want to sell it, but I do want to sell it. Even this is for sale if you're really interested. I'll put knobs on it. Sorry if that gets too bad today. I'll bail out early. I just got one of those things, sinuses, back of the throat. I don't really feel that awful. Definitely sick, but not like, I got to get under a blanket and, crash. I just kind of got a cold. So I'm sorry I missed you guys last week. You guys, a lot of you guys here probably knew Arne Hast, who's a Norwegian store owner. Who owned 2 stores in Norway. Yeah, excuse me. That's right, Randy. Arne he had a store in Oslo and a store up in the little fishing village that he's from called Kristiansund. Christian Sound, right? Arne signed on as a dealer for 65, I believe, in 2007. Like NAMM 2007, so your first few weeks of 2007, and I picked him up at the Burbank airport and brought him to the shop. He was a huge fan of Peter Stroud. He told me a cool story. When he was in high school, he had to write a paper about someone he admired, and it was Peter Stroud. And then when I went over to Norway, in his store, he had a big poster of Peter Stroud right there. So he was a really sweet guy, a really smart guy. And we ended up becoming really good friends, So I went over to Norway a bunch and did clinics there. And this guy was the archetypal dealer. Like my favorite example, we did a clinic once in Oslo, and there was an art gallery close to his shop. And he knew that they were struggling a little bit. So he offered to rent the art gallery out to do the 65 clinic. And he invited over Lars and Aslaug Haugen, who front this band in Norway called the Hellbillies. And they're enormous, sort of like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, only in Norway. And we sold 19 amps, I think. It was crazy. And there was white wine and charcuterie and cheese. And the Haugen brothers are there. And we're sitting around playing guitar and talking. They're signing autographs. And it didn't cost him hardly anything. Like I think the art gallery rented him the room for like $500. It was crazy smart. And then we just bought some wine. Went to the store, bought wine, cheese, and cold cuts. And we had a great time. He was a really smart guy. Anyway, unfortunately for all of us, Arne developed brain cancer. And it took him. And he fought really, really hard. And I talked to him up until a couple weeks before he passed away. We were on Facebook Messenger a lot, just trying to laugh, gallows humor. Anyway, he was a really good friend of mine. And the hardest part, he's only 47 years old. So for a lot of you guys out there that are my age, you can understand that's a little disturbing. So anyway, I can't get over for his funeral, but what I'm trying to do is go over in the spring, and maybe with the Haugans, we'll throw a little party and celebrate our buddy Arna. But I know a lot of you guys knew him. If you ever came to visit me at NAMM, Arna was there in the booth all the time. And you know what? Side note, complete different subject. I went to the eye doctor this morning. I'm all cleared. Like, my eyes are great. I'm 100%. But I got dilated, so everything is still kind of foggy. My sister probably brought the cold back from Connecticut. Oh, yeah, you got it. Well, if you remember, I was too sick to go to NAMM, and I had a cold for about a month. And then I just picked this up. I went to a golf tournament here in LA on Sunday, Riviera Country Club, and Genesis Invitational. I got a cold there. Anyway, so our good buddy Arna has left us, moved on, and it was a real loss. And I'm sure a lot of you met him, and it was really sad. Still is very sad. But there's a lot of pictures of Arna and I together on my Facebook page and on his page. Last name is Hast, Arna, Arne, Arna Hast. And he was a really cool dude. He's sort of in Europe, one of the most well-known dealers there were. So in little bitty Norway, which I think has a population roughly around 5 million, maybe even a hair less, he used to sell, excuse me, over $100,000 worth of 65 amps. That tone is killer. Oh, thanks, Randy. Yeah, this is our old friend, the Monterey. You guys know the Monterey. It was a very successful amp for us for years. And it kind of turned into the Stone Pony, and it's really the same amp. We just rewired it to take those 7590. Pardon my coughing. I'm sorry. We rewired it to sounds good. All right. Thanks, Bobby. Sounds awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you. Les Paul Juniors are hard to beat, and it's kind of the miracle guitar. They're a little rude, but they're perfect. Let's roll the volume down a little bit. So, greetings, Dan. Good amp. Oh, thanks, Bill Strange. Good to see you, man. Been a while. Hope you're well, buddy. So this amp is a pair of EF86s. Sorry, I got a cold. I'm a little bit lower IQ than my normal low IQ. It's a pair of 6 V6s. The front end, this is a Monterey, Bobby. I don't know if you can see it on there. I got the comments are kind of in the way. Let me see if I can. I'm sorry, Jesus Christ. Let me see if I can shrink the comments a little bit. There, a little better. Brian Mendes, hey, buddy. Arna said, Brian says, I vividly remember when I realized that lump on Arna's top lip wasn't a birth defect. He was chewing tobacco. That's right. The entire time I thought it was something other than that. And we laughed so hard after that realization. He will be missed. Yeah, he was a really good dude. He was a special guy. Really special guy. I'm kind of very grateful that we were friends. Yeah, Brian, you knew him well. Anyway, this amp is two 6v6s. The front end is an EF86 into a 12AX7 gain stage, and then a cathode follower. So it's kind of a hybrid between, it's like our Soho front end, which is a little bit of a hybrid of an AC15 and an AC30. They're very different amps, but when you mix them together in the right way, you get something better. 1 and 1 equals 3, right? It's got a very British sound, even though it is 6v6s. I don't really do Fender Deluxes. Every time somebody says, oh, it's a pair of 6v6s, can you make it sound like a Fender Deluxe? Like, no. It's very different circuitry, very different components, very different transformers. And the IR I'm playing through is a Marshall 412. So, what is the retail on that model? I imagine pretty expensive. Well, this is a used one. This one's, gosh, maybe 15 years old. Brand new. I don't know what they would be today. When we quit making them, these were about $2,600 for a head. I would sell this for about $1,000 less than that if you want to do it. And I'll put some knobs on. The cabinet's new, actually. But I'll put some knobs on it and make it look right. I don't know. I kind of want to keep it, but... This one has the master voltage on it, right? So I can... I don't know. Sometimes the compression doesn't make it sound any quieter. I apologize. On your end. So you can crank it down to about 3 watts or something, 5 watts. Or just flip it off. Like that. Flip it off. You can hear sort of that upper mid-range sort of quack to it. Very British sounding, right? Fenders do not do that. Woo! A little dirtier. What guitar am I playing on? This is a custom shop 1958 Junior reissue. I have the Nashville, whatchamacallit, Joe Glazer's bridge. And then it's the stock pickup, but the nut I had Michael DeTemple. Hey, Bruce Egnator, how are you, buddy? You just magically appeared on my computer. I'll tell you the secret. It's a fossilized mastodon ivory nut, so you can hear acoustically, it just rings. Let me bring it up there. Weird chord progression. Anyway, good Les Paul Jr. love. What I like to do with this amp especially, because of the 6v6s and the British kind of front end, it's really pedal friendly. So if I go down to a little bit of dirt, right? Just crunch. But then throw on the Klon. This is a Klon clone. It's a cheap one. It's the Behringer $69 one, right? Doesn't really sound like a pedal, does it? And then this is the JHS Rat clone. It has 9 different Rat pedals on it, and this is the closest one to the one I used to use. Hey, Harry Jones. Hey, buddy. How are you, man? Nice to see you. Caught me on a day with a head cold. Harry Jones and I grew up together in Columbia, Missouri. I hope you're well, man. This is the JHS, I forgot what it's called, Rat Pack, I think. So, you know, when I was a kid, I had a 50-watt Marshall and a Rat Pack and a Rat pedal and an Echoplex, and I played with that for a decade. I made money. I put groceries on the table, and you know, I had non-master volume Marshalls, so you can't crank them up everywhere. So my little Rat pedal was my buddy, and this amp does that really well. Also, I can just run a clean booster. This is the Zeo clean booster. That EF86, when you push it, gets really nice distortion. But again, if you roll back, I even have a little vibe machine. It's on very subtly. Harry Jones says, I'm doing well. Always great to hear you. Oh, thanks, man. Hopefully I'll see you. I was in Columbia in October. I know you don't live there anymore, but neither do I. But sometime we should, in the summertime, I'll have a little fun and hang out in Columbia. What does that say? You might be building some more Shankenstein soon. All right, good. You got some takers for me? That's an expensive amp, but yes. Jamie Loney, Scotty Bratcher's right here. I'm watching Scotty Bratcher's rig rundown. I'm pretty interested in an attenuator for my London. He's running the Two Notes Captor X. Any thoughts on that? The Two Notes is great. I have one. Right now I'm running through an aux box. My favorite attenuator is the Ultimate attenuator that Mark Gregg used to make. But it doesn't have, you know, there's no IRs or anything. Whereas the Two Notes has a really good IR. And I think there's a new Two Notes. I think y'all got to do a 200 watt. I don't know about that. Get this thing back in tune. I tend to beat guitars up. Anyway, that's okay, Randy. No worries. You're not obligated, buddy. It's a cool sound, though, isn't it, when you roll a P90 back? Michael DeTemple's here. Hey, buddy. How are you? Michael's the guy that made the nut on this guitar. Anyway, you got lots of tone here, just in a Les Paul Jr. You know, you can do a lot with it. Was talking to Arne about buying his Tupelo before he passed away, but sadly he left us too soon. Yeah, I think his dad is going to handle all that stuff. There's a guitar that he had that I want to get back. It was one of mine. And it was always sort of our connection, you know. Anyway, this is not even up on the dirtiest side. It's if you push 6v6s the correct way, they get a really good British sound, I think. Somebody could use some 8-foot DB25 to TRL. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Randy's got some cables for sale. There you go. Anyways, fun rig. Yeah, Yorn. Yeah, he's got a lot of really great gear that I'm sure a lot of people want. There's just one guitar that he's such a good wheeler dealer. He was making a big order with me. And to his credit, he closed the deal by saying, I want that guitar. And he closed the deal, but we always joked that it was our guitar, you know. And I'd buy it back. I don't care. Harry says, hopefully we can be in Columbia. I'd say, yeah, that would be great. You're enjoying retirement? Oh, my God. And coaching linebackers at a high. Oh, man, that's so cool, Harry. Great. Good for you, buddy. I know you were a great football player. Let's roll the pickup back just a little bit. Dan Boul, you'll be glad to hear that the guitar community that knew Arna pulled together and gave a substantial amount of money to fighting cancer. Yeah, that's great. I wish I had a substantial amount of money to give. All right, Randy, great to see you, buddy. We'll talk soon. Give me a call. We'll catch up. Yeah, cancer, you know. You're welcome, Harry. You're always such a great dude, man. I'd love to see you. It's been decades. I'd love to catch up. That'd be very nice. Yeah, you know, cancer is, I think the medical term is motherfucker. Either everyone here has either had cancer, married to someone that had cancer, or related to someone that had cancer, or descendant from someone who had cancer. It's ubiquitous. Cancer affects everyone's life. And for all the money we can spend, you know, we can shoot a missile into a bathroom window from space, but we can't seem to get our arms around cancer. It's hard for me to digest. Like I said, our friend Arna was, you know, he had 2 young sons. He had an older daughter who's 24, I think. But then he got remarried and had 2 young sons that are 6 and 4, I think. You know, just horrible. And all because of freaking cancer. Rob Taylor says, story of my life. Always late, better late. Oh, that's okay. My wife is having surgery in 2 weeks. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, well, all the best, buddy. I hope that goes perfectly. My wife had cancer. Luckily, it turned out great. Lost both my grandmothers to cancer. So, you know, I just lost a cousin to cancer 2 weeks ago. You know, it's everywhere, you know. Anyway, seriously, Rob, sending my best and sincere energy. I hope it all goes perfectly. Really sounds like a Gibson Melody Maker. I swear, it's a similar guitar. Yeah, they're very similar guitars. I think they very similar pickups and simple guitar, made out of really good wood. You're most welcome, Rob. Don't mention it. P90s are so cool. And you hear when I just let off my hands a little bit. And then play bad licks. Yeah, man. I'm going to try to cut it pretty close today, around a half hour or something. I don't feel great. My nose is starting to run, and I sound like, what's the word I'm looking for? Ass. I'm playing the same chords over and over again because I'm just out of it mentally. No, it's Junior, Bob. It's a custom shop, 58 reissue. And I've got the Nashville, what's it called? Nashville, gosh darn it. I'm blanking on it. Joe Glazer's company. I'm so tired, I'm out of it. Really nice bridge that Tom Bukovac designed, and it's got the nice studs. And then Michael DeTemple put on a fossilized mastodon ivory. Wow, Tim, thank you, buddy. Thanks for your contribution to music. Well, that's really nice, man. Thank you very much. AI is good for figuring out cancer. Yeah. I hope they're doing it. Harry Jones says, Dan, God bless all the cancer survivors. Yeah, that's right. I was diagnosed with stage, oh my gosh. By the grace, I'm so glad to hear that, Harry. I hope you stay cancer-free forever. Rob Price says, get your colonoscopy. It saved my life. Yeah. Yeah, one of my grandmothers, that's what got her. Bjorn says, I've been pining for a P90 guitar for a while. Been trying the Revstar for a while. Tried to get it and was really great. Oh, good. Yeah, Joe Naylor makes good guitars. Uncle Larry, that's Tom Bukovac for you guys, has the best voice in the world. He should be the DJ for your live stream. Yeah, that's cool. That'd be very fun. Get your PSA checked. Yes, Bob Barris. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. When you get into the subject of cancer, like it's just, you can't talk to anybody before they go, oh, yeah, I had cancer. My wife had cancer. My mom had cancer. My dad had cancer, Hey, Darla, it's okay. It's just the mailman, honey. It's all right. It comes every day. Excuse me. This is getting gross. I apologize. You just got into the P90 game. Yeah, so for me, my opinion on P90s, take it with a grain of salt. Huge asterisk over my head. P90s can be either my favorite pickup or the ones I hate the most. And it really depends on the piece of wood that you got. Bob Barra says, I'm a survivor. Good. I'm glad you're here, Bob. That's good to hear. I'm sincerely happy for you. The Monterey had the master voltage the whole time. We never made one without it. But anyway, so a P90, if you get a good piece of wood and a really good bridge and a really good nut. So like you could hear this guitar ring acoustically, right? That's not normal. And I have pure nickel strings on here. They're a little darker than normal. Good evening, Mr. Berger. That ringing really translates well into just about any P90. There are people that make killer P90s. Jason Lawler is kind of known for that. Lindy Fralin makes really good ones. I know there's others out there. Ron Ellis makes some really, really nice ones. there's a lot out there. So I assumed I was going to have to change this when I bought this guitar, because it's just Gibson, and I don't need to change a thing. It's great. I mean, I could maybe just for variety's sake, but I put the bridge on, and I didn't have to do anything. I was like, oh shit, that sounds great. It is a junior, and like all juniors are inherently a little tough to keep in tune. Um, with the wraparound bridge, it's hard to get everything just right. Um, Oh, you take two, Harry. Sorry, I'm sniffling. Got to get dinner started. Yeah, man. Great to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. I appreciate it. 90s are a little. There's a huge single coil. Yeah, they're noisy. Yeah, just like all single coils are. There are people that make really heavily potted ones and they have some ghost coils and stuff, but they don't sound as good. So to get more of a vintage sound, throw the clon on that. Hey, more guys from Columbia, Missouri. Hey, what's up, Alex? Alex Ausinides. I'm headed into the massage. Oh, hey, you put that on the internet, huh? Wow. But just wanted to tell you, I love you, brother. I love you too, man. You caught me on a day with a head cold, so pardon me, but have fun. We should talk on the phone and get caught up. Some of my friends from growing up here. Harry Jones was just here, man. Anyway, we're getting there. I think it's about time that I sign off. I've just grossed you guys out with this display. Thinking about you too, buddy. Just give me a call. We'll catch up, man. Bob Barris, a soap bar or dog ear? I think it's just aesthetic, right? There's no real difference, is there? This is dog ears. I kind of like the look of a dog ear pickup because it's kind of primitive. Yeah. This guitar is basically just a really, really, really nice 2x4. It has the long tenon Les Paul neck on it, right? You can see it's pretty good. It's a nice profile neck. It's not one of those skinny necks. And it has the nice long tenon joint in there. So it rings, man. It's a good piece of wood. You can kind of see when you look at it, like, that's a nice piece of mahogany, right? So it's well made. It does good. I'm happy with it. I'd like to sell it, though, because there's another one I want a little more. Bob Barris says he's anxious to try the Fishman P90. Yeah, they're all really, there's a lot of good ones out there. But I got to tell you, you can't get around a P90 and a guitar that does not resonate and ring. Won't do it. You have to make sure your guitar is ringing. And that's not always easy to do with every guitar. But the guitar I want to get is another P90 guitar, but a 63 SG Special. But yeah, man, if you're doing that, I've talked to a lot of guys about this because I've made the same mistake over the decades. If you are doing the chase, where you're just changing one P90 after another and you're not happy, chances are your guitar has something that's in the way. It's not resonating. The bridge set always makes a huge difference. Um, if it's a Les Paul kind of ABR1 setup, makes a huge difference. Um, Phil Hadaway ES330s always sound good. Yeah, there's a great guitar. I had one of those for a while. They like to squeal, but they sound amazing. Chuck Berry did all of his original stuff on a P90 guitar, right? But so, um, but if you're struggling with P90s, try a really good bridge set. I just put the Faber bridge set on that 335 that I showed you guys a few weeks ago. My God, what a game changer that is! It's night and day. It's money well. It's not even that expensive. I got the bridge and then I bought the studs because the tailpiece on that guitar, it's a custom shop 63 reissue. So the tailpiece I think is really good. Um, yeah, Bob Barris, Frank Falbo can build anything. He's amazing. He can build anything you want and he'll do it really well. Um, so I just did the studs, the tone lock studs, and then the tone lock ABR1 bridge. My goodness, that guitar just jump. You know, it's night and day. Um, so that's my recommendation. And then after that, it's like food. There's no. I hate to be the guy on the internet that says this is the best pickup out there. I don't have your ears. I don't have your hands. I don't have your rig. I don't know. Like whatever makes you happy is what's good. Um, it's just like food. I tend to like hot mustard versus sweet mustard. Doesn't mean it's better or worse. Just it's what I like. Um, Rob Price says, "Love the Fishman Strat pickups." I think Frank had something to do with those too. Frank Falbo. They seem to sound the most like a real single coil Strat pickup. Well, that's nice to hear. And they're not noisy. Yeah, the noise issue is personal also. Like it wasn't until the gear page came along. This is going to sound really snobby, and I don't mean it this way. But it's sort of like when the gear page came along, all of a sudden, everybody decided that hearing noise from a pickup was a bad thing. Um, I never knew that. My favorite part of the live Hendrix records is when he rolls the volume up and you can hear the. It's very subjective. That's right, Bob. You can hear the single coils humming. Like, oh, here it comes. It never bothered me. My first guitar was a Les Paul Junior that I played for a long time, and I just got a little hum to it. I don't know. It doesn't offend me. It doesn't seem to offend. It does offend people though, and fair enough. Um, my only humble advice would be: don't be offended because someone told you you should be offended. It's okay to not be offended by it. I'm not offended by it. Just like I don't need a. Yeah, what does it say, Scotty? It was okay for 60 years. Yeah, I mean, Leslie West sounds killer. Listen to those live records. You can hear when he turns his guitar up. It's noisy. But there's no right or wrong. Like, if the noise bothers you, don't be bothered. That's cool. Um, there's a there is a segment of the internet community that likes to dictate to you how you should feel because they have read around on the internet for a long time and they have learned what is right and wrong. I just know from playing, for a living for a long time, um, what matters, what doesn't matter. And I saw some, I never saw Hendrix, but I saw a lot of those old bands and they had noisy rigs. And it was fine. I just didn't care. Still a great song. Fishman actually adds some 60 cycle in as a, oh, really? Oh, cool. As a setting. Yeah, I know Frank worked with them on a lot of stuff. That might be him as well. And Frank's brilliant. You know, anything that he's involved in is usually pretty well done. Very smart guy. Rob Price says, when I'm gigging, I like the real single coils. Yeah, there's something about unpotted, unguarded guitars that to me feel and sound better when I'm playing with a band. I can understand if you're sitting by yourself, the noise can be a little annoying, but it's just personal preference, I guess. My only thing is, you do you. You do what makes you happy. I got a dog right here. Sorry. My wife and I have 4 border collies. Well, we have 2, and then our daughter brought home 2 when she moved back in. Turn the gain down and the volume up. Yeah, it's just not a big deal. It's like you guys and I have had the whole effects loop conversation. That was when I first got on the gear page, and I never go back. Hi, Francois. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. I was astonished to learn the really vehemently strong, angry opinions about effects loops. I'm like, okay. Why the emotion? Like, why is it such a, I'm drawing a line in the sand, Effects loops are the only way to go. And if you don't like them, you're a primitive Luddite, Like, well, I don't know about that. I always tell people, do you like Jimi Hendrix? Oh, I love Jimi Hendrix, yeah. Never used a loop. Do you like Jimmy Page? Oh, I love Jimmy Page. Never used a loop. Do you like Eddie Van Halen? Yes, I love Eddie Van Halen. Didn't use a loop on all that early stuff that sounds so good. Like Eric Johnson? Yeah. Eric Johnson. Love Eric Johnson. Never used a loop. You like Jeff Beck? Oh my God, who doesn't like Jeff Beck? The man is a god. Well, he didn't use a loop, and so on and so forth. Stevie Ray Vaughan. You like Stevie Ray Vaughan? Never used a loop. Hey, Hoss Thompson, you made it, man. Good to see you. I'm kind of cutting off a little early today. I got a little bit of a head cold. Reminds me of The Godfather. Yeah, I'm loving the slight replica of Tone this week. Yeah, man. Bob says, talk to Frank probably next week. He was influential in the fluids pickups. That's right. I knew he was doing something with Fishman years ago, like 10 years ago. Anyway, anything he's involved in is good. You'll be happy with it. The older we get, the further we go back. Yeah, that's right. So anyway, my point of all that is, if you like quiet pickups and you like effects loops, God bless you. It's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Where I get a little weirded out is when people tell me what I should like. That what I prefer is somehow wrong. And there's a word for that. I don't know how to say it in English. It's in Latin. It's bullshit. Yeah, I don't know how to say it in English. But hey, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Come over here. What are you doing, you crazy dog? Get over here. But yeah. Are you oh man, you know what? I went to the eye doctor this morning, Hoss. My eyes got seriously dilated. Are your peepers pretty much back to normal? Oh, that's an ironic question you're asking. Yeah, I got the clearance today. My pupils are still blown, from getting dilated. So everything's a little bit glary, and that's why I don't even have all the lights on. Now you see all the shadows on my face. I got 2 lights that aren't on here because I can't do it. Yeah, my eyes are golden now. I've been cleared. I can fly. I believe I can fly. And I swing golf clubs, all the stuff I wasn't supposed to do with a gas bubble in my eye. There's still a tiny bit of it down here, but I'm good. Thank you for asking. And my vision's really good. I'm going to go get some new glasses. I don't really need them for distance anymore at all, but I need them for close up and medium, like computer stuff. Because I had lens replacement before I had the retinas rebuilt. So I'm like $6 million man. I'm Steve Austin here. I got brand new vision. So anyway, long answer to a short question. My peepers are good, buddy. And I hope things are good in England. I know it's interesting times here and in England with Andrew Mountbatten and all that kind of stuff. You don't strike me as someone who cares much about the Royals. As an American, I could not care less. But no offense. It's kind of our whole thing, right? We don't do Royals. But I love the picture. Sorry. I love the picture of Andrew Mountbatten when he got arrested. It's like his first taste of reality ever. I prefer. What does this say? Gosh darn it, my eyes don't work. I can move 3 feet back. I prefer the 2-light setup, buddy, but I'm an old film student. Please, things are on the minute. Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I have an overhead light, and I have a couple of side lights, and then just the room's lit up. But I used to do the key light behind me and everything. Not much room here. That kind of 3-point lighting. When I get to a new shop, which, by the way, I left all this out. Like, we're going to start building. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I left it out. Doug Gim, how are you, buddy? Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, I have a contract manufacturer on the hook and sending him data and everything right now. We're going to start building Little Elvis and Stone Pony right away, just for the legacy stuff, to get up and running, to get some dealers online while we finish the prototyping and the software bit. So how about that? It's going to be a while. This whole process, my best guess, since it's end of February right now, March, April, May, June, probably June or July. When we first start getting, we're not going to make a whole lot of amps to start out with. These will be printed circuit board amps. There's no value in going hand wired anymore. Printed circuit board technology has advanced quite a bit. And I think because the location of the contract manufacturer I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use Hayboard transformers. I always really liked their transformers. They were just too expensive to ship. They're in Michigan. So we're going to do some prototyping here soon. And I will, if I get a sample, I'll come here and play it for you. You guys can give me your blessing, right? That would be cool. Yeah, I do need to get some rest. I think I should go. I'm just sitting here snilging all over everybody. And I'm glad this camera's not super high def, or you might see things that would be disturbing. And we do not want that, do we? Scotty, if you're still here, let's talk. This thrills me. Oh, man, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, guys. I appreciate the support. You guys have hung in there a long time. You know what the deal breaker was when the tariffs got shut off? My phone just started ringing like crazy. As soon as the tariffs were gone, everybody was like, we're in business, buddy. Let's do this. And I've been waiting. Actually, we were in business a year ago. And I had a lot of funding lined up. And then the tariffs started kicking in, and it shut it all off. It spooked everybody. So that is gone. And then these new tariffs he put on are going to be found illegal just like the other ones. The president does not have the power to create tariffs, to levy tariffs. Only Congress does. So he's got 150 days, I think, grace period. Hey, man, stop that. A new dog. This is the dog that one in the window there. She's the new rescue. And she not used to people coming to the house. She grew up on a farm. First time she slept indoors was here at our house. And so, Darla, it's okay, honey. Come here. Darla, come on. Hey, it's FedEx. If I let the door open, would you kill him? Would you want to go kill him? Anyway, so yeah, that's all good news. Tariffs are gone. Business is open. Makes life so much better. And I don't have to tell you guys, but we were paying those tariffs, right? So I'm looking forward to my refund, if that ever happens. I don't think it will. humble opinion. Anyway, I should go. I'm going to go blow my nose and make a cup of hot tea and probably call Scotty Bratcher. I got something to talk to you about. Um, so, anyway, Mike Francis Cheney is texting me. What's happening here? Um, things are booming, man. Like, suddenly we are just on, and then I get sick. It's really stupid. Um, uh, Finishing right now. He's asking if I'm on the air. But anyway, so I should go. Hoss, I'm really glad you showed up, man. Uh, oh, yeah. Yeah. I had heard it out the gate in a very nice way. Yeah, she doesn't want to hurt anything. She wants to put it in a corner and make it say, I give up. Um, anyway, I'm going to thank you guys. I appreciate the kind words. Nice to see friends from Columbia, Missouri here. Um, and if you guys get a chance, go on Facebook to Arna Hess page if you guys ever met him or knew him. And his dad's name is Chell, Kjell, Hast, Hast. And they're just some of the most lovely people in our business. And it was a real loss for everybody to see him go like that. So send out your good energy and good vibes if you could, please. But I gotta go. Listen to me. I'm falling apart. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today while I snilge and snot all over everything. Um, well, let's see. What do you got here, Charles, right before I go? Is the microamp going to be in the hunt? Yes, the microamp is in process right now. Matter of fact, I'm sending stuff over to my contract manufacturer, so we're getting there. Still got a little bit of design work to do on it. It's not quite finished, but we're close. We're very close. That'll probably be in the fall, I would guess. Anyway, I do gotta go. I love you. I could sit here and talk all day. And let's do that when I feel better. Everyone tells me, the 2.5, 3 hour podcast is the format now. So we should get some guys in. We can get Scotty in. We can get Peter Stroud in. We can get a few different people in just to come and join and have a discussion with us. There's a couple producers you guys will probably enjoy meeting. Tom Sorowski, of course, who's amazing and fun. But anyway, listen to me. I'm horrible. I gotta go. I love you guys. Thank you again. And you know how I used to say at the end of the podcast, everything's going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right, and it looks like we made a step towards that. So keep up the good vibes, okay? All right, love you guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.